All right, good morning, everybody. Let's give you guys a few moments to join. Just going to go over the pre-market this morning before we live stream. And just looking at some of the trade ideas, pre-market movers, you can see YRIV right here is building kind of a flat top right here, so a possible ascending triangle. Want to see if it can break that dollar mark, that $1.12 pre-market high. You'll see here on the daily, that puts you right above that 20 EMA right here. So we'll see if it has a possible reversal for a continuation up. And you can kind of see a double bottom-ish pattern there on the daily. So this might be a double bottom breakout right from that kind of that 67-cent area. So we'll see if this continues and can stay above that kind of that 112 area here. And you can kind of see if you connect angular support, you can see kind of basically like this right here. See, it's not perfect, but so it's building kind of an ascending triangle. So again, we'll see if it can get above that 112-ish area and continue up. So that is YRIV. Another one that's hitting trade ideas is CIFS. This one kind of popped up and now it's kind of pulling back. So it's showing some signs of weakness right now. So this one I'd keep to the side and keep on watch. It's not looking very bullish at the moment, but it's kind of building kind of a falling wedge-ish or kind of a descending triangle-ish pattern as well. So this is one to keep on watch, but I like the pattern on YRIV a little bit better. Let's take a look at MDGS. This is another one that's moving in the pre-market. You can see kind of the pre-market high went up to 377. And it's showing a little bit of weakness right now. If you connect, angular support right here, or you could even kind of move it out towards this area here. It needs to move up, get above that 360-ish level, and then ideally get above 377. So this is one to, again, keep on watch. See if price can move up, get above, and maybe form a possible, see if it can form a possible ascending triangle. Right now, it could be, because of this wick up here, I'd be careful of a potential double top. But this is one, again, keeping on watch and see if it can get some momentum. The volume will continue and continue to push price up. You'll see on the daily, right, where is that? Put it right at that 350. Was that what that was pre-market? Right around here, right? So that 350, those whole and half dollar amounts. No coincidence that right here, it's struggling right at that 200 SMA, that black line on the daily. So if it can get above that, then you can see that 380-ish marker kind of puts you right back over here, this candle wick over here. So it's definitely got some resistance to overcome at the moment. Next one is RKDA. So that's another one that was moving pre-market. Now it's kind of reversing over right now. So we can just kind of connect the base right here. It's kind of failing. There was like the angular support right here. And you can see it was kind of doing a possible flat topish, but now it's starting to fail. So we'll see if it can kind of stay here. And if so, you can connect kind of the base over here, see if it can hold that, 870-ish area and continue upwards. If you look on the daily chart, you can see it's got this nasty looking high wave candle and spinning top candle. These ones are very kind of difficult. What's up, Elite? How are you? Going over the pre-market ones that we're watching right now. Again, there's really not a lot right now. Let's take a look at, let me finish up with RKDA first. So with RKDA, you can see the spinning top and this high wave candle. It makes it really nasty. But at the same time, there'll be some volatility either to the up or to the downside. So you are a hunter of volatility when you're day trading. So, again, this gets a little bit nutty, but if we look at futures, let's pull up futures chart right now. You can see futures And I actually have to fix this a little bit here, but you can see, let me remove my drawings here. So you can see futures was in this like kind of this rising wedge, and now I'm just going to have to change the angular support level because again, the market kind of was changing up a little bit. So now it's kind of in that, still the up channel here, and you can kind of do, maybe, nah, not that one. So you can still kind of connect it. It's still kind of in this like rising wedge or kind of this up channel right here, and you can see it's coming upon some angular or some horizontal resistance right around here. You can see these peak levels right around that, what is that, 2820-ish area, kind of right in this area, and down here too as well. So right between here is horizontal support here. So if it can get above these levels, watch for a possible breakout. But you can see right in here, there's angular resistance. So price is right smack in the middle there, which creates that indecision. And when you have that indecision, it obviously affects the movement of stocks, right? So that's why you'll see this morning there's not really a ton. I do like, for a penny stock, I do like, yeah, there you go. YRIV still looks the best at the moment. You can see it's kind of building that flat top, and now it's kind of getting above it. So obviously, you know, with these penny stocks, you got to be careful. If they move too much pre-market, then again, many times at the open, they'll end up dumping. But right now, that's probably the best that I'm liking so far. Let me just look real quick again at the other ones. RKDA needs to hold angular support and continue up. Not liking it as much, but if it can hold and continue up, again, I'd keep that on the sidebar for a watch. MDGS, it's kind of failing that angular support now, so that one's showing some weakness. And let's see with NK. NK was another one that has kind of that FU pattern at that 192. Now it's dumping right back down, but see if it can hold, again, that 192 level. Let's see where that puts you on the daily. Right below $2 marker. You know, so if this can continue up, let me look at the hourly. Yeah, it's a bit overextended, dumping right back down. It's kind of got that FU pattern, so I'm not sure I'm really digging that one right now. Again, you never know at the open, something to keep watch. It's got some volume, but I'm not, that pattern right now, it's got that kind of that FU or head and shoulders pattern. Let's take a look at a couple of the bigger stocks. I was looking at Apple. Apple's kind of got another kind of ascending triangle-ish pattern. So you can see kind of got a flat top building in the pre-market. You can connect kind of some angular support down on this level, kind of up in here. So you can see it's building a possible ascending triangle, poked up just a little bit above it. Now it's coming back down. Let's look at you can see the hourly. It might be setting up, again, possible ascending triangle, and then go back to the daily. And you can see the daily has kind of a cup and handle-ish pattern within kind of like another cup and handle-ish pattern. So you can see if it can break above that one kind of 76 level, it might have a little bit of room to run. So I'm liking Apple at the moment. Again, kind of has that ascending triangle pattern. Needs to get above that. Obviously, again, that 176 marker too in the pre-market. So kind of right in here. So I'm going to keep Apple on watch. And let me see here. Jermaine says, can you send me the link to pay my monthly fee? I emailed you, but I can't get it. All right. So right here on our website, you will see over here, you can subscribe right here. And title says pre-market. Okay, good. Hey, thanks for the heads up. I will change the date on it right now. Thank you very much, William. Perfect. So There you go. You can come join us over here if you guys are not members yet. So we do the pre-market here on YouTube, and then we obviously have our day trade room, swing trade room, futures room over here where we stream the market live each day. Baba. Let's see here. Baba, this one has kind of a cup and handle-ish. It is showing some weakness right now. It has kind of a head and shoulders now pre-market, so it was kind of staying up here pre-market, and now it's kind of rejecting that 186.90 level. So we'll see if it can kind of hold some support level right down in here and see if it can kind of keep that cup and handle, or if it starts to fail, then it might show some weakness. If you look at the daily chart, you'll see it's kind of, well, you had a double bottom breakout here, and now it's hitting that resistance right up in that 186.55-ish area. So at this point, you need it to crack above that 186, 187-ish level. Otherwise, watch it for a possible reversal downwards. So you can see that spinning top candle right over here is showing some signs for some potential weakness. So we'll see if it either reverses down or it can continue up. What else was I looking at? Microsoft. So Microsoft has a kind of similar to Baba a little bit, but you can see, I mean, it's not the greatest, but kind of a cup and handle-ish pattern a little bit. Again, you can see kind of a hanging man candle here, showing some possible rejection around that 113-ish area. If you look, let's see, pre-market, you know, it's very sloppy, but, you know, see if it can get above that 113-ish level. Again, the market is in indecision mode, you know, at the top of that rising wedge. So we got to watch and see if it's going to break out or if it's going to hit resistance and reverse. What's up, Em? How are you? So, yeah, right now, I'm going to say for a bigger one, bigger stocks, I'm still, at the moment, still liking potentially Apple. See if we can get above that 176 level, that ascending triangle for, again, a possible, you can see kind of a cup and handle-ish over here. And then when you zoom in, kind of cup and handle-ish again. So you have a cup and handle within kind of another cup and handle. So this one may be looking at some point to break out here soon. So Apple, and let's go back to YRIV. Again, kind of had this ascending triangle, broke out above, retesting now, showing some weakness. So, you know, at this point, needs to kind of get above and stay above that 112-ish area and continue up above 118. Otherwise, watch for a potential head and shoulders. Got to watch the pattern play out. I'm going to take another last glance here at trade ideas. See if anything is popping up out at me. Good to hear, Em. Let's look at AVXL. So AVXL popped up to that 290 pre-market, dropping right back down. So at this point, it's kind of got a double top-ish pattern. So if it can hold a 90 MA here, see if it can continue upwards, get above that 290 marker. But it's, again, kind of popping up, dumping back down. Not the greatest of patterns right now. Let me take a look at a couple from our watch list. FTK. So you can see FTK on a 5-minute building kind of an ascending triangle-ish pattern. You can see kind of a more of a flat top forming at the moment. So if it can get above that, you can see right below that 350-ish marker. So those $1.50 amounts, no coincidence. And you can see right back here, if it can get above that 350, watch around that 369 marker. Again, it's a little bit overextended, but see if this can have a potential continuation day. Needs some volume. There's not much volume right now going on, so I'd be a little bit iffier on that one at the moment. AFMD, that's one. Let's see here. If it can get above that 384-ish marker, it's got some resistance around $4. So it is kind of cup and long handle-ish, but now see if we can get above, again, that 384-ish marker and then $4. Sometimes it's hard, guys, you know, especially when a market's indecision. You know, we try to build a watch list for you guys, but there's those days when you have those indecision candles. We try to get you some on watch to look at, but sometimes it can be pretty challenging. Let's see. Give one more last look at trade ideas here before I sign off for you guys. Actually, look up over here. Yeah, let me go back to CIFS. So this one, again, this is one to keep an eye on now, maybe holding. So at this point, again, that 575 is the pre-market high. Just be aware that that candle wick is going to, you know, cause lots of indecision. So again, this may get a pop up. Just remember right here, kind of in this whole area, this candle wick area, needs to break above that 575. But again, this could have a pop. Needs to obviously get above that whole dollar amount of $5. So if this thing can pop above 5, watch between $5 and $5.75. Again, this is a perfect candidate for a possible double top failure. But, you know, again, you're a hunter of volatility as a day trader. So if this thing can pop up and you can get a quick scalp, just be careful, you know, watch at the open and see. This is one of those ones that could easily pop up really quick and then dump down real quick. So it is kind of forming now potential kind of symmetrical triangle-ish, I like to say, because it's not necessarily perfect. I mean, this is where your eyes can be deceiving. Where, again, we really like TrendSpider because it kind of draws these lines for you. So you can see this and be like, oh, that's definitely a symmetrical triangle, right? So it looks like one, but then you can, you know, again, if I started to connect it like over in here, yeah, it's still kind of it's still a kind of a symmetrical triangle. But you see here, it's kind of at that apex point-ish area, so it needs to go and break out ideally out of this symmetrical triangle, and you can see some resistance up around that 575. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. You know, it might be best to, because I'm about to sign off here in like about a minute here, so you could always feel free to shoot us an email. Just go right over to our website. So guys, if you aren't a member yet, or actually I'll show Jay here real quick. On our website, bullishbears.com, right under the contact area, we have our email address over here if you want to shoot us an email. But if you're not a member yet, you can see we have a day trade, swing trade, a futures room. We have our free courses. So right over here, you get a ton of free courses. So about $3,000 worth of free courses to help you get started. So you can kind of take what you learn in our courses and then come over into our day trade, swing trade, or futures room, depending what type of trader you are, and practice. And lots of other content you can see here, guys. We just give you so much of content here to really help you get started with trading. So I'm about to sign off right now. We do our live streaming and screen sharing. If you're not a member yet, you can come over here and subscribe. So hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll catch you all soon. Enjoy.